Good morning, class 6. How are you guys doing? I hope you all are doing great and fine, getting ready for exams. So, today is Friday, and we were on that English part of Ahun and the bear. Adan, or Ahun on the bear. Okay, so we were doing that, and we'll be getting back till there. Uh, so, I just want to brief you up. This was a young boy, a poor boy who was living in the Iceland, on the islands of Iceland, and he wanted to go on journeys. So he always wanted to rather go on long journeys. Odu, we can say that Odu or Adun is the way we are going to pronounce it. So yesterday I was reading about that they had gone to Greenland. They had traded almost a year there in the Greenland. Arun was amazed to see the raw beauty of the huge polar bear, and therefore they set to sail for Norway. He bought that polar bear, and he thought what a fine gift it was to gift it to the king of Denmark, King Sven, but the captainship was bound for Norway. So Adu was obliged to stop there first. No problem. They docked their boat, the ship at the next to very close to King Harald, the king of Norway. Sooner or later, the word spread that he has a huge polar bear, because at that time polar bears were very extinct. Still now, polar bears are very extinct. You cannot get them everywhere except the polar regions. So King Harald sent a messenger to Adu, with an invitation for him to visit the castle. No problem. I heard about this treasure you of a bear you have, said King Harald to the young man. Indeed, it's a treasure fit for a king. Suddenly he just changed his idea. He said, yes, I have a great thing with me, a huge treasure, and it is totally, indeed, a treasure for a king. It's very expensive. Some things, in even small things which don't cost too much but are very precious, they are a type of treasures which we want to keep. Yes, sir, said Adu uneasily, realizing the king may be expecting the gift for himself. With all due respect, sir, I purchased the bear to give it to the King Sven of Denmark. The king stiffened. You must know, he frowned, that Norway and Denmark are at war, and our two countries are mortal enemies. Fine. The royal guards took out their swords out of their sheaths and stared at Adu. Sheaths are the covers of the swords. They took it out. Your Majesty. Yes, Your Majesty, said Adu, trying not to look about. Yet in my own royal hall, you dared to suggest that you intend to give this bear to King Sven of Denmark. Yes, he said. Why not? I am travelling. Yes, that is my intention, Your Majesty, said Adu. A long moment passed. Very well, said the king finally, with a wave of his hand. Okay. The guards relaxed their grips, though they still stared at Adu, angry. Then go in peace. I will not stop you. But I require one thing. What is that, Your Majesty? When you return, you must stop by and tell me how King Sven rewarded you for the treasure of a bear. Adu agreed and was more than a little bit relieved. But I don't mind telling you, as he left as quickly as he felt it was polite to do. Quickly removed from there, anytime the king might get angry, he might kill you. Now he was a very daring person. He had done no wrong. He had bought this gift for someone, so he's telling him that I have bought this for the King of Sweden for Denmark. I want to gift it to him. He said, how dare you stand in my area? Denmark and Norway are having wars, and you are standing in my area and saying that you are going to give this to my enemy. He said, yes. But the king said, okay, fine, you can take this and go. But when you return, you meet me and tell me how he gifted you in exchange for this treasure which you are going to gift him. It's not needed that always we gift someone, we are going to get something in return. It is never needed. Adun gave his last penny for passage to Denmark. And there he presented King Sven with his treasure of a bear. Let me see if I am going right with the book. Yes. With the treasure of his bear, the king was delighted. How do you expect that I will reward you for such a fine gift? Said the king. And Adu never wanted anything, so he just said, only accept it. Said Adu, going down. Yes, yes, of course, said the king. But you sacrificed a great deal to bring me this bear. But you have went so much of through, you have taken so much of time to come here, you have done a lot to bring this gift to me. Why don't you need anything? The least I can do is to offer you a position in my royal cupbearer with honors beside, and my personal invitation to remain at my palace for as long as you wish. The persons who carry the king's cup in which he drinks or whatever he uses it for, very important place. And he is going to get honors also. And personal invitation to remain in the palace as long as you wish. That is my gift for you. At least I can do that for you. The least I can do, the most little bit thing I can do for you is this. And don't ask about what I can do more. So Adu lived comfortably at the palace of the king of Denmark for many months. But suddenly he remembered that he had to return to his mother. I'll come back in the next video.